All right then. Hello everybody, let's get this party started. Just gonna do a quick sound check, because I always seem to be able to mess something up on that front. All right, hello Francesco, hey Magdalena. Okay, from my end it seems that the audio's fine. If it's not, please let me know. Hey Alessandro. Okay, awesome. Let's get this started then. So today, we need to review a few things in Narwhals, and there's at least one pull request that I wanted to try pulling locally to play around with. So let's try that. But first, exciting stuff for anyone who might not have seen it. Thoughtly have made a release candidate of their version 6, and Plotly version 6 includes Narwhals as dependency. Super exciting stuff. It's really useful that they've done this pre-release. We've already seen one regression identified just on the Perlas and PyArrow side, because Perlas and PyArrow are a bit stricter about to-date time. Like, they want strings to be inputs, whereas pandas will accept almost anything as input to date time. But it was a very simple thing. Like, I submitted a fix. Hopefully it'll be okay. So yay, yes for pre-releases. Cool. CI is red because of a new release of Llama. Ooh, wait a sec. Yeah, let's go. All good. Yeah, glad I don't work in LL. Oh wait, new release. Did they delete the previous one? I thought there was a new release. Oh wait, no, this is the one from yesterday, which is making this PR fail. And we might need to pin it temporarily to get our CI green again. Glad I don't work in LLMs because their stuff seems to break all the time. Cool. So I was taking a look at profit and how to narwhalify profit, and it's not too bad. I could show some of that today if people are interested. So I think we should give priority to things which would help there. So diagonal concat, data frames from 2D NumPy array and column names. Okay, got a docs PR as well. Some other ones which are in draft and generic. This one's been fixed up. Okay, great stuff. Cool. And Spark, is this one ready? This would be very exciting. Are we ready? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I'd left some comments which still need addressing. Okay, so we can get to this one relatively soon. Cool stuff. Diagonal concat. Yeah, this one was quite nice. So the case that they had, well, actually, maybe the simplest thing to try out whether this actually works would be to just take the profit branch that I'd started, try importing this and using this instead. Let's verify if it actually works. Hello everybody, hey there. Thanks for joining us yet again. Okay, let's try that then. So time to switch to code, saying this out loud so that people know what to expect, and hopefully I can actually manage to have the right screen showing. Okay, I've still got VS Code, not VS Code, sorry, Firefox showing on top. If I just minimize it, does that work? Yes, wonderful. Okay. And then, screen-wise, this is a bit bigger than it needs to be. All right. Like this, it should all fit in. Okay, wonderful. So, where are we? So what we're going to do is, first of all, Python, import narwhals. Let's check which narwhals we have. We've got our local install of narwhals. Okay, great. So what we're going to do is go to my narwhals branch, fetch upstream. We're going to check out to Francesco's branch where he's got a diagonal concat, and let's try using that instead here. Verify that it actually works. So that was beat concat diagonal. Okay, and then yeah, align and concat. So this is like some crazy function I'd made. Let's try to instead do whoops. Let's try to instead just use nw.concat with how equals diagonal. Right, let's just check that the tests pass. It's a surprisingly fast test suite for being a forecasting library. Yay, profit from Magdalena. Yeah. I mean, it's a fun one. It would be really exciting if we could get this to work. Having said that, if any of you are doing any actual real-world forecasting, then well, make sure to test your results very carefully if you're going to be using profit. Okay, looks... Yeah, okay, cool. So, well, first of all, well done, Francesco. Looks like this solves the need we had in profit perfectly. So that's already a good sign. Cool. Now that we know it solves the problem, let's go back to the PR and check that there's not any other concerns. I mean, it's Francesco, so it's probably good. But still, peer review is the best way we have of preventing bugs. It's always good to have another set of eyes on your stuff. So yeah, we're here in the arrow namespace. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's just made a separate function, diagonal concat, feeling the pressure. I'm sure this will be good. I found it funny that once you shared on I think on LinkedIn, like that I'd roasted a pull request. Sorry, really didn't mean to do roasting. I was just nitpicking on missing values. Genius, yes, I agree. Just because genius. So yeah, we've got a new function called diagonal concat. Yeah, we're still passing all of these D types, which I'm not sure how I feel about, but that's a topic for another stream. Like, it's unrelated to this one, but if we want it to be easier to extend narwhals, then we might need to figure out we might need to do a big refactor. But yeah, we'll get there. Test-driven development. We've got an ever-increasing... I mean, our test coverage of real-life scenarios is always increasing with each new person adopting narwhals. Okay, diagonal concat. Yeah, we could even type the return value as pa.table, but not not a blocker by any. And this one could be typed, I think. Not a, I mean, just for readability. I don't think PyArrow exposes types, although there is something we could use. I think it's PyArrow stubs. Yeah, PyArrow type annotations for PyArrow. Maybe we should look into using this, like just as a development dependency, just for our own type checking. Definitely not as a runtime dependency. In fact, yeah, let's make an issue about that. So, what do we call it? I don't know, typing. Look into PyArrow stubs. Looks like there's a PyArrow stubs library. Perhaps we could use it internally as def requirement to check our internal PyArrow code. Check our internal PyArrow code. Let's put help wanted. And do we have a typing label? Yes. An internal one, yeah. All the labels. This would be pretty cool anyway. Getting distracted. Let's go back to this. Yeah, if there's none, then we can raise. I guess we do assertion error for the others. That's, yeah, something else we should, as part of the great exception unification, we should consider. You could have a different one, but that's a different topic. Let's navigate away from ADOS-PR. For anyone not familiar with what I'm referring to, this was a question from Adrian. Exception unification. Let's paste it in the chat. This would be a good one to work on. Like, I think we can make some sprint issues out of this one. So I think for anyone building on top of Narwhals, if they have like unified exceptions, at least for some common things, I don't think it's feasible to do it for everything, but yeah, common things like no data frame found, yeah, we might be able to unify. Okay, promote. I presume this does what we want, and we're combining chunks. Wait, why do we need to combine chunks? I think Paulus doesn't. Maybe that's what we do for another concat. Because Paulus does have rechunk equals false. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is no different to what we're doing here in vertical concat. Should we not rechunk? Let's make a issue about it. So should we be rechunking in concat for PyArrow so Polus doesn't rechunk by default in concat? However, and I think this is how this issue arose, Polus used to concatenate by default, so maybe that's why we added this for PyArrow. Should we be... Yeah, okay, but we currently rechunk for PyArrow. Should we? Investigations into whether we should would be welcome. And yeah, let's tag this help wanted. I don't know, but yeah, that's out of scope for this particular PR. But I'm interested in all the details about this promote options. Let's take a look at that one. So this is PyArrow concat tables. So promote options. Yeah, we've got permissive. Do they not? Okay, the behavior of default plus what? The behavior of default plus types will be promoted to the common denominator that fits all the fields. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that seems to be what we want. And oh, right. So PyArrow, it doesn't even. I can't remember if we had to do this extra check because PyArrow doesn't do it. But either way, yeah, for the strict one, we definitely want to raise such an error. For the non-strict one, it looks like PyArrow is permissive about like some data frames containing some columns and some not containing them. So yeah, seems good. Oh, and it used to be, okay, sure. This one. Hope nobody's using PyArrow smaller than 14 anyway, like that. We seem to find so many issues with old PyArrow versions. All right, then for task, join outer. Okay, yeah, makes sense. And then pandas, we've got a diagonal concat function for pandas like. All right, so if it's, wait, what? If implementation in pandas like implementation, I mean, why wouldn't it? Oh, right, sure, so it's just a defensive check, cool. So, all right, yeah, got copy and sort adjustments for pandas, for old pandas versions, and we might have to do this again if in place gets removed from reset index in the next version. But we knew this is what we were getting into. And to be honest, now that we've set up all the infrastructure and everything, and we've got all this backend version in functions, like dealing with differences between library versions is less of a nightmare than I was expecting it to be. I think Francesco also had this experience, like he was writing in like a Lego about dealing with different versions, saying it's actually not quite as bad as you might expect. Anyway, okay, yeah, different extra keyword arguments. And okay, yeah, right, so this is the, like the default concat for pandas is what Polars calls diagonal. Yeah. Makes sense. Nice one. Nice one. Extra overloads. Yeah. We just let Polars do its thing. Easy. Oh, nice. Yeah, because we've already got the literal showing the different options. We don't need that here as well. Cool. Agnostic vertical cat. Nice one. Liking these function names. Yes, this is exactly the case that they have there in Profit. Yeah, wonderful. So yeah. And here it becomes null. We're not showing PyArrow. And I'm sure it works, but let's do a quick check anyway. Yeah, let's just take all of this. Do we have IPython? So let's comment out this line. Yeah, we don't have polars. Okay, that's fine. We don't need it. Just curious about whether. I'm just curious about just seeing it that with PyArrow table we get the same thing. Sorry for being a bit slow on this, but we have entered the move slowly and keep things working phase of the project. So, okay, df1, odf pl1, df pl2. Nice one. This, yeah, nice one. Cool. It's good. Do we have a... Yeah, we should check the tests now. I just want to check that there's a test for when the columns are the same, but the schema doesn't match. Nice. I mean, yeah, I'd imagine that works based on what we've seen so far. But still. Also, I'd imagine there might be some crazy edge case regarding the... Oh, wait, okay, so we don't have a test for that. Let's add one quickly. We can do this. So... I think we've got time to do this before the first break. I think we're in just this branch already. Yeah, so cat test. Let's just add a test where it differs. Items. Yeah, so type promotion. So now this one is going to be just like data 1, but let's make this one have floats. So I'd expect B to get promoted to float, which isn't what happens when we're using polars vertical. Right, so here we would expect 4, 6, 4.5, 6.7, and they should all be floats. There's no Z. Okay, that's it. Easy test. Right, so I probably wrote it incorrectly. I doubt it's an actual mistake. Yeah, exactly. 1, 3. I don't know why most, like, because PyTest it allows you to have concat underscore test or test underscore concat. And if you have concat underscore test, then that's like one fewer thing you need to type before you can autocomplete to the right file. So I prefer that. Okay, what's the difference? I just misspelled something. Wrong number. Ooh. Ah. Oh, wait. So, wait. I thought so Polars doesn't actually. So Polars expects the schema to be really strict. Maybe that's okay. Maybe this isn't something we need to worry. Oh, wait. Yeah. PyArrow does the same. Right. Now, the reason I wouldn't worry about this too much is that with pandas, you often end up with like int becoming float and things like that because of not having missing value support. So I think this is okay. So in the chat, Polars has an underscore relaxed version. Yeah, true. I think what we've got here though is probably the best thing. So for Polars and PyArrow, it's strict, but it's fine to be strict there because they have proper missing value support. Whereas for pandas, it's going to be a little bit more relaxed, but that's okay because with pandas, you often have data types changing because of missing values. think this is okay, to be honest. So yeah, don't think we need to add this. In which case, yeah, it looks good. Let's ship it. Thanks, Francesco. Tried this out in Profit, and it worked exactly as intended. Nice. Cool. Right, let's take a little break, and I'll see you in 5. Okay then, let's get back to this. First, I'm just curious to try something. Let's do a little test. So yeah, I play the guitar at these Irish jam sessions, and there's someone there who's really good at the Irish flute, the tin whistle. So yesterday in town, I figured I should buy one and try to figure out how to play it. But it's a lot harder than I was expecting it to be. Not that it's like, as in, he does some really advanced things, and it's a lot harder than I was expecting it to be to get out a pleasing tone. It kind of sounds like a dying cat if I play it, but it's surprisingly addictive. Amazing, I'm not able to get any nice sound out of my flute. It's incredibly difficult. But Magdalena, do you have like a which flute do you have? I think this one, it's Irish tin whistle. I think it's not like that. I mean, what do they call it? Flauto traverso. What do we call this one in English? I'm not sure. Like, I think this one is a whole other level of difficulty. But I don't know. So, creating a data frame from 2D NumPy arrays and column names. This was another one that would be useful in Profit. So again, we've got an integration test ready. We can just try this out and verify firsthand whether it actually solves our problems. So yeah, before actually having taken a look at the code, I'm just curious about trying that. So let's go back to our code. Let's first check out main and make sure we're up to date. And then we need to fetch reset checkout from NumPy. Let's also then oh wait, we've got a conflict. Let's just rebase onto main so that we make sure we've got Francesco's change as well. And right, yeah, I could just take that one. So rebase, continue, successfully rebased. Okay, wonderful. So now we can go to Profit. And where was the one where we wanted to use NumPy? I can't remember. It's probably somewhere where I'm using nw.fromDict. Looks like it might be this one actually, because Fourier series probably, yeah, this one gives us an NumPy array. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so cool. Well, let's just check. If we're able to substitute this with from NumPy, and instead of this, we just put features, and then what do we need to pass? Like schema equals columns. If this is able to pass, then it means that the pull request does its job very well. Let's take a look. We do have some test failure. What's the issue? Just cross-validation. Let's take a look. What even is this error? Oh, Dask fails. That's interesting. Okay. Wait, but we're not. Wait, why would that? That shouldn't change anything here, though. We're not using this. Okay. What? Let's. Hermeto Pasquale, oh my gosh. Magdalena, you just mentioned one of my musical heroes here in the chat. I've seen Hermeto live in concert. I can't remember how many times, but it's been at least 4. Yeah, he's one of my musical heroes. He's absolutely crazy. Absolutely, I love his music. And his concerts are so entertaining. Like, it's. For a start, there's no doubt about it being live because it's just so crazy and so different each time. And his musicians are just mad, out of this world. My favorite was his percussionist who had like a toy pig who was using that as a musical instrument. And another time he'd brought out some music that he'd written, he claimed to have written like that afternoon just before the concert, especially for the audience that night, and then he was getting cross at his musicians, like shouting at them in Portuguese because they weren't able to sight read it. It was crazy. Right, anyway, why I need to go one day to his concert? Absolutely. And also, I mean, I wish him well and everything, but 1936. I'm not very good at maths, but fortunately, Wikipedia tells us he's 88 years old. So, yeah, I hope to get to see him again. That would be good. So, where were we? Oh, parallel method equals task. I wonder if that's interfering with anything. Well, okay, first things first. Let's just try to run this last test one more time. Just check that it's not like a flaky thing. Oh, wait, now it passed. What? Okay, let's just run the test suite again. See what happens this time. Do they have a flaky test then? That just passes sometimes, or doesn't pass other times. The worst would be if the test... No, look, it looks like it's okay. Wow, I wonder what happened earlier. Cool, passed. Nice one. Okay, looks like... Yeah, looks like this does exactly what we needed then. Okay, let's just add a commit message. So commit use from NumPy and diagonal. Let's park this and let's go back to the pull request. Looks like this... Okay, the first check is positive. This PR does allow us to do what we needed to. Okay, we've got a drive by putting things in alphabetical order. Nice, like that. I actually can't remember whether... Do the docs do us for that automatically? I have some recollection of some plugin we had that did this for us. Let's check. So if we go here in... Yeah, it looks like here it already gets displayed. Oh no, it doesn't. I can't remember what the plugin does. But either way, nice to have this. Then, ooh, whoops, I had from dict twice for some reason. Nice one. Then, okay, we've just got NumPy in type checking. That's fine. That's absolutely allowed. We're allowed to import NumPy as part of type checking. We've got this pre-commit script about banned imports. Where is it? I thought we had it here. Import check. So this one checks that we don't do any illegal imports unless we're in a type checking module. Because like Narwhals is supposed to not have any dependencies, so we need to check that we're only ever using what the user passes in. And yeah, I'm just a bit paranoid about us accidentally leaving some import NumPy as MP at the top of a file and then users getting an import error because they don't have NumPy installed. And yeah, we do have a test to check that, but still, I don't trust myself to not make mistakes enough. So yeah, we've got a pre-commit check to enforce that as well. Then yeah, full stop, nice one, lowercasing pandas. Another thing which I've never really understood about pandas, which is that if we cite pandas, we're supposed to use it in lowercase, even if it's at the beginning of a sentence. Not my decision, but whatever, we can respect it. So then we've got from NumPy, we can accept schema as different things, and it returns it returns an eager data frame. Yeah, makes sense. Only the row orientation is currently supported. Not sure if I'm nitpicking, but I think we might not need the article there. For pandas like data frames, conversion to schema is applied after data frame creation. Yeah. All right. Or a list of strings, yeah. Native library, sure. Interframe T, agnostic from NumPy. Right, so yeah, we got the native namespace from our input. Oh wait, what's the from native? Sure, yeah. From NumPy. Okay, nice. All right, cool. So we've got two examples. One where it's just by default, and we get the default names: column 0, column 1, column 2. Looks good. And then we've got an example where we specify the schema. That schema can be a list of strings. So here we're saying CDE, so we get those. Oh, cool. We've also got an example. Oh, this is really nice. where we modify this. Cool, I like this. Nice. All right. Okay, so yeah, so far so good. Now we need to look a bit more carefully at this from NumPy impl. So, okay, yeah, we only accept 2D NumPy arrays. Nice one. Get the implementation. If it's polars, then if schema. I'm trying to think whether we should be stricter and say if schema is not none, or whether this is okay. Because otherwise, I guess somebody could have. Is it possible to have like a 2D, an empty 2D array? I feel like there's some edge cases gonna come up. Let's just give this a go. So, import numpy as mp, array is numpy array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My favorite array, so like this. Okay, it's a two-dimensional array. So, if we just did something like this, shape is 0, 3, ndim is 2. Right, so somebody could well. Let's see what polars does actually. So if we do polars.from numpy with an empty two-dimensional array, and we say that schema is an empty list, then polars gives us an empty data frame. Is that what happens here as well? That's one thing we should check. Okay, yeah, let's give this a go. Let's remove this one. Back to VS Code. Okay, I think I finally found a flow to not keep like terminals or windows showing at the wrong time. Hey Liam, welcome to the stream. Right, like how we've got a Narwhals gang here that like is the regular people who all know each other in the chat. Cool stuff. So yeah, we were taking a look at profit and how we can use features from some new pull requests in Narwhals in it, and both the diagonal concat and the from numpy worked well. Just want to check something regarding this from numpy because I've got a feeling that somebody's going to complain about empty data. Like with get item, we had all kinds of edge cases being reported about slicing 0 rows, slicing 0 columns. So, yeah, got to do it. So, let's make some agnostic function. Let's see if we can make this a bit bigger as well. Is this good? Yeah, please let me know if I need to make this a bit bigger. So, df native. Let's do. We don't need this. So, I'm gonna do nw.from numpy. So let's make an array. Let's start by making it two-dimensional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll take nothing from it, but it's like an empty two-dimensional numpy array. And we're going to say native namespace equals PL, and then let's print this. Let's see what happens. Nice. Okay, looks good. Let's try with pandas. Ooh, okay, looks good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Looks good. And do we have PyArrow imported? No, let's import PyArrow. Okay, now, yeah, this does work. Wonderful. What if we say, let's do this on all 3 lines. What if we say schema equals empty list? Then it still works. Cool. Wonderful. Well, this is nice. Cool stuff. I might just add this as a test case, just for paranoia. Yeah, looks good. Here, I think there's an extra parenthesis, which we don't need. Yeah, schema is expected to be one of these types. Got type schema, nice one. Then if it's pandas like, we say that if the schema, we might be able to flatten this actually. Well, let's just check that the logic is right, then we can think about flattening. So, yeah, we just translate the schema. Nice one. Yeah, I like that. So this passes all tests, right? So while we're reviewing, and yeah, it's just the shiny one because of Olama. So while we're reviewing, what we could do is just run the cuDF tests, check that they still pass. Right, so we're going to check out this particular branch. And then the branch we want to check out was just called from-numpy, but let's copy and paste it because I can't spell. Yep, that's all we need. Okay, yeah, let's just check that this runs. Yeah, we don't have any new cuDF releases, do we? Not. Wait, no, sorry. For cuDF releases, we need to go into GitHub. Yeah, no, nothing new. Okay, let's test it out. Then, where were we? And else, yeah, this is fine. I actually wonder, like, yeah, I mean, it's probably fine. I just wonder if, when you call shape on a pandas data frame, is that cached? Because there's quite a few places in pandas where they make it look like something should be cheap, but it actually does quite a bit of work. Like dt.hour, for example. It's a property, but it actually has to calculate the hour for every single row. Okay, it should be time for a break, but let's finish this PR. And otherwise, yeah, we just set the data, set columns. Yeah, okay. For pandas like, looks good. For PyArrow, we're making these arrays. We need to transpose it. Really? Yeah, I'm curious about this actually. I mean, I guess it should be okay. I mean, I know the transpose for data frames is really expensive, but for NumPy, is it cheap? Is NumPy transpose cheap? Right, so the temporal complexity is 1 because transpose an array, NumPy just swaps the shape and stride information for each axis. No data needs to be copied for this to happen. NumPy can simply change how it looks at the underlying memory to construct this new array. Yeah. Okay, cool. So in NumPy, transpose is really cheap. So, okay, yeah, we can't just use it. All good. Then, actually, wait a sec. What is schema? Does schema not inherit from dict? Or the dict, which probably inherits from dict. Either way. Yeah, this is okay. List from arrays. Okay, yeah, so we're using table.from arrays here. Okay, nice. Got a note about what compliant frames are expected to do. But do we not pass... Yeah, do we not have to pass schema to it? Isn't that what we do for the others? Let's just double check that. From dict. Wait, we don't do that? We should do that. Yeah, we need to make an issue about this. Okay, then, before we forget, so fix pass schema to nw.from dict for extensions. Let's just copy and paste it so people know exactly where we're looking. Copy as remote file URL, Narwhals, so this should show the preview. So in here, we're not passing schema down. We should modify this so that we call from dict schema equals schema, and then leave it up to extensions to deal with that. Now, currently, we don't have any Narwhals extensions. Note, we currently don't have any Narwhals extensions around, but one of the big goals for 2025 is to make the extensions mechanism easy enough that hopefully some people will make some. Yeah, because the idea is we can't really, it's not feasible for us in Narwhals to take on every data frame under the sun. So we should really allow people to self-serve, allow people to just say, look, if I want to be Narwhals compatible, I can do that without having to ask Narwhals for permission. So this would enable both libraries that are not yet popular that we don't really want to test, but who do want to be compatible with, say, Plotly, Altair, etc. They could just self-serve their Narwhals compatibility, and then they would become compatible with these libraries. And also, if somebody wants to make some Narwhals compliant implementation for some library that we do already support, but they want to do it differently, then this gives them a way to do it. This is low priority, but let's call it a good first issue because hardly anything needs doing. So yeah, what I mean by that is when we go here into from native, which has way too many overloads, but then I keep using them, so I think there is something valid in that. When we go here to from native impl, the first thing we check is whether an object implements underscore Narwhals data frame or dunder Narwhals lazy frame or dunder Narwhals series. So anything that implements these takes priority over anything that we implement ourselves. So if we manage to get this extensions mechanism right and make it easy enough, then this really gives people freedom to implement whatever they want. And in Narwhals, we only deal with defining the common interface. Sounds exciting. And we actually get it to work. And will anyone care about it enough to actually implement something that's compatible with it? I don't know. But the idea kind of thrills me, so pretty excited to try doing this next year. Right, nice one. Yeah, I think there was only just really minor things at this point. So there's that. Yeah, okay, full stop. In the init, we're just copying the nice stabilify. This is what I was hoping to see. We're just copying the doc string and then calling stabilify. Looks good. From NumPy. And then we've got a test which we'll review after the break. Cool, thanks everybody. See you in 5. ignore some terrible tin whistle playing, and let's get back to it. Let's do it. All right. Right, more Narwhals stuff. Let's see if we can finish this PR. I just noticed that the cuDF tests all still pass, so well done. Let's check these tests, and then maybe I'll just start a commit to do those really minor refactors. So let's check here. So all right, so if that's, then we failed. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's the only one that we only have lazy support for at the moment. So this makes sense. Nice. Then from NumPy schema, yeah, assert result dot collect schema equals schema. Yeah, simple, but it works. Cool, that's good. Then when we pass a list of column names, yeah, nice, not valid. And here we've passed, oh, schema has just a single string. Yeah, makes sense. And okay, yes, nice. We're checking that we preserve the stable.v1ness of the data frame. Looks good. Nice. Okay, I like the tests. Wonderful. Let's mark these as viewed. Yeah, I liked the doc string. Checked that already. So yeah, it was just some really minor things. Cool. Let's take care of those really minor things then. So first of all, def from NumPy. Why isn't it showing? Which branch am I in? Oh, no, not main. I want it to be in from NumPy. Yeah. So let's only orientation is currently supported. Yeah. The other thing was on the implementation side, there was something I wanted to see if we could streamline a little bit. So if, I mean, the thing is, I think we can get rid of this and just move it back. We can just say, so if it's a dictor schema, we do this. L if it's a list. I'm surprised rough doesn't automatically fix this, by the way, but whatever. That's if it's that. Else if it's, so if it's dictor schema, we do this. Else we can say elif schema is none. And then we do this one. And then if it's not a list, we raise, and we just do this last one. Okay, cool. I like that. Then same for the pandas one, etc. I think we can just get rid of this one and have like an elif is none. So if it's schema or dict, else if it's a list, and then elif schema is none, then just use this one. Else there, cool. Get rid of some X. Yeah, like this we get rid of some indentation. you know, if you've got the code going up too many levels, it becomes a bit harder to follow. So if this one, else if it's a list, elif schema is none, we're gonna do this one. Yeah, VS Code is really angry at me right now, but if it calms down, we will fix it all up. Okay. Yeah, this looks like it should be it. Oh yeah, the other thing was here to pass schema equals schema. And to be honest, while we're here, let's also pass it in from dict. Yeah, let's do it. Quick drive-by. So from dict. Ooh, actually here. If schema. Oh no, never mind. That's different from what we had in from numpy. So schema equals schema. Is that the only argument we've got in from dict? Yeah. Coolio. So let's check that the tests still pass. So tests, where would this be actually? From numpy test? Oh, just in tests, easy. From, we should probably make a functions sub folder at some point, cool. So streamline bit remove article. So normally pre-commit output looks a bit better, but I've tried to make my font extra large. Oh yeah, that's a bit better. So that it shows up well in the stream. I think like the video quality goes down when we're on YouTube anyway. And then we can push. Yeah, cool. Can see that we've got a few concurrent viewers. Nice. I am doing this on company time, so if anyone wants to increase the chances that I'll be allowed to keep doing this, then please hit the like button on the video or leave a comment. Do some engagement things. I would tell you to subscribe, but I think that the common recurring viewers have all subscribed already, or just wait, what's that saying? I was going to click Command S to save. What Marco is doing. Command S to save. So normally to save, what do? I do :W. That's, yeah, that's the Vim. Yeah, so I do most of my coding here in VS Code, but I do have an extension for Vim key bindings. Because I really like the Vim motions, but Vim itself, it's just find it too hard to be productive there compared to being productive in VS Code. All right, I'm seeing that the likes count of the video is going up, so I guess the call to action worked. Thanks everyone for your support. Right, where were we? Yeah, this should be it. cuDF tests pass. I just made some nitpicky adjustments. So I think we can ship it. Right. So we're just passing in the extra schema. So, okay, another little trick to show on stream. If you've got a pull request like this to review, like it looks really complicated if you need to review this, like what on earth is going on. But you can go here and click hide white space, and then look at how much simpler it becomes. Now it becomes clearer that all this commit did was remove if schema, and then it moved this else here into elif schema is none, and then the rest has stayed the same. So yeah, nice little pull request review trick there. Hide white space. Now we've got something red. I think it's just the shiny PR. Let's see, is there another pull request which is ready to be merged? Oh, this one. Yeah, let's pin Olama. Let's pin Olama, so then we get the CI, or we just ignore it. Let's do it. So then we get the CI green for that one. So shiny. UV pip install Olama smaller than, what's the version we currently have? PyPI Olama. So we've got 0.4.2. Temporary pin to get CI green. And let's pass the system flag. We really should set the environment variables, not have to set that all the time, or just make a virtual environment, but for now it's okay. So pin Olama. And okay, while this is going, we can start reviewing the other PR. Ooh. I like this. So Francesco, you say let's figure out a better title. To be honest, I like this title from to native. Nice. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So this one does still get executed. Oh, whoops, is the typing not right? Oh, right, we're making the typing more precise. Although, should we be using a typevar here? When it's only used in one place? How about, I think this one might be better staying as dataframe any. It's like a typed var, it's useful when you've got like that dataframe T as an input and it's also an output. So then you know it's not just any dataframe in and out. You've got some dataframe in and then you've got exactly the same kind of dataframe out. But here we just consume a dataframe and we don't return the dataframe. So I'm not sure that we should be using a type var here. How's CI doing? Shiny is in progress. But it looks like it's passing. Okay, wonderful. So let's think we can ship this. Unless anyone in the chat has any concerns. Fair. Yeah, let's ship it. I think this is a quokka. Yeah, that's the animal. So, yeah, very cute animal. Someone suggested that we include these in our pull request reviews. So, yeah, this is one of them. Oh, right, and we should also thank Francesco for review. And thanks, Francesco, for reviewing. Yeah, he made a really good comment about the default orientation. Okay, so here we've just got that comment. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, sort of cleaning up these sessions. That's really good. Okay, yeah, same comment here. Same comment about type vars. Same here. Nice, really like this. Just left. I really mind a comment on types. Right. So then we've got Eduardo's making series generic. This one's also pretty nice, but we saw that we're not really yet at the stage where we can backport this to stable.v1 because then that was breaking Shiny and Altair. So for now, we need to keep this as a main namespace feature only, and then when we get to narwhals.stable.v2, then a series can be generic. Yeah, reviewed some of this last week. 2 weeks ago. Last week, well, whenever I reviewed it. I have some memory of it being good. Yeah. Yeah, into Extra. Yeah, use series any there. Then, yeah, we've got dataframe any, so we should use series any as well. Okay, here, however, I'm surprised that MyPy doesn't flag this. So let's just try something. So from typing import type var. So if I have like t equals type var t, and then I make like some function def func a t int return 666. Then if I run this, oh, it says no issues found in one source file. Why? Okay. Let's ask this collection of internet knowledge of ChatGPT, why does MyPy allow this? Why does MyPy allow me to write this? Isn't a type var only useful when it appears in two places? Example, both input and return, or two inputs? Let's see what they say. I'm absolutely right. Okay, we're off to a good start. Why does MyPy allow my example? It's still valid because there's no hard rule in Python's type system or MyPy that requires a type var to appear in multiple places. MyPy essentially treats it as a generic function, but with a return type that is fixed to int. It can be useful in more complex scenarios, such as enforcing that certain argument can be any type without directly constraining the return type. Well, to be honest, the fact that it's allowed makes me think that maybe I'm really nitpicking if I'm commenting on this in pull request reviews. And if we're seeing it in multiple pull requests, maybe I should just keep quiet about it. So, yeah. So let's update. Yeah, sorry, Francesco. Let's update our verdict on this one and let's approve it. So, Francesco, sorry, updating my verdict on type vars. If MyPy doesn't complain, then I shouldn't be bothering with commenting on it in reviews. Yeah, the only thing is that here Francesco said, let's figure out a better title. So feel free to merge if you're happy with the from to native title. Personally, I think it's good. Got the quokka again. All right, well, this should be good. I kind of just feel like testing one last thing out, and then we can merge it. How long do we have left? Yeah, it's a bit of time left. So this is Eduardo Abati series -generic. So git fetch. So first, let's just check out domain. I just want to verify something. So if we make some function, give it a rendering try. Nah, I trust you. I trust you with rendering, Francesco. So if we have like s equals pd.series 1, 2, 3, then we do from native s series only equals true to native. Let's make this a polars one actually, because I think we've actually got polars types in here. So now, currently from the main branch, let's use the main namespace. Then if we do this, pyt.py, then it should probably tell us any, something like that. Right, got all its, MyPy's got to build up all of its cache and things. Can be a bit slow sometimes. And it tells us, yeah, revealed type is any. But if we go over to Eduardo's branch, let's reset hard to it. Then now we should get, no. Confused. This should be into series T. This is the main thing I was hoping to get out of this. Yes, nice. Now we get revealed type is polar series. This is the main thing I was hoping to get out of this exercise. But then you can like write a Narwhalified function, and if you know that like you're starting with polars, for example, then once you get out of the Narwhalified function, you know that you've got polars back. Now this does not hold when you're switching between Narwhals types. So we don't have any way of saying like that if you start with a polars series and then you call toFrame and then you call toNative, then now you've got a polars data frame. I don't think that the Python typing system allows us that much flexibility at the moment. I think. If anyone here is a typing expert and can figure out how to do that, then it would be amazing. Okay, then the other one to check would be, what about if we use toNative instead of the method toNative? Now it gives us any, which makes me think, can we do any better than that? Yeah, we should be able to. Into series, yeah, here this one should be returning into series T. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's check that if it still renders though. Renders, not renders, if it still passes MyPy. Like maybe having made this more precise will mess things up in other places. Let's see. So yeah, use type var in to native. Anything else? We're pretty much at time for today. Okay, we've got a comment on the PyArrow stubs. I'm not a PyArrow user, but I found these stubs helpful enough recently on that dev dependency in Altair. I think I suggested this in the Narwhals Discord at some point. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think you almost certainly did, Dan. So thanks for your input. Returning any from function declared into series. It's okay. I mean, isn't this what we do for data frames? Probably. Def to native data frame. Yeah, we've got to know ignore. Yeah, ignore no any return there as well. It's fine. In the end, I'm much more interested in the guarantees we make to users with typing than with internal consistency. Cool, let's push while we're here, maybe let's also fetch upstream, merge upstream main, push. Should we also document this in the stable part? Back that. Yeah, we should probably document this, but gonna need a little break. That'll be the last thing we do, and then we can ship it. Okay then, let's get back to it. I'm gonna go on slightly longer, but it's okay. Just gotta finish Erdo's amazing pull request. Let's do this. Okay, is this all visible? All good. Yeah, let's do it. Okay then. So, and then we should say here, since Narwhals, I think the next one will be a major one because we've got a few new things. What version are we on now? Not file, sorry, version 14. Yeah, definitely time for a major one. So it's 5. Series is generic in the native series. Meaning that you can write let's go back to t.py and put pretty much what we had earlier. Compat. So w import pandas as pl, and then let's say spl s equals this one here, and then if we do reveal type s.toNative, then infers s.toNative to be polars.series. Okay. So previously, series was not generic. So in the above example, s.toNative would have been inferred as any. Cool. So we've got this. The other thing is in, sorry, there are actually a few things we need to think about and check. In typing.py, here we've got into series T. Yeah, so I guess this one can also work, right? Let's just try this out. I mean, I think it should just work, but nice to verify it. Because there's always surprises in tech. So, yeah, let's do reveal type agnostic s. Ooh, nice. Well, is it nice? Let's just wait to verify. Verify that it actually agrees. Ah, nice one. Okay, I got a lot of commits here, but it looks like it should all just apply cleanly. Yes, reveal type is polar series. Wonderful. Cool. Yeah, we pushed this. Oh no, we didn't push this. We just wrote this additional note in back compat. So add extra dots note. And let's push. Okay, I think I actually managed to get through an entire stream without accidentally like spending 20 minutes typing and then realizing that I've got the browser hiding my VS Code. I think I'm finally getting the hang of this streaming thing. So yeah, this should be loading, and I think we can approve and ship it. And let's thank Eduardo profusely, because I've been wanting this for a while, but just never got around to doing it. Thanks, Edo. Been wanting this for a while, just never got around to doing it. I've added a note to backcompat.md and have used the type var in the return values into native. But still, I always notice things differently when I'm looking at them here on the GitHub interface compared to locally. So let's just check things again. Yeah, that looks good. Then here in narwhals.series, yeah, we're using this as, this is where type vars become really useful and powerful. And then in stable init, yeah, we're just putting any everywhere, as it should be. So yeah, if this passes CI, I think we can ship it. Let's check that Shiny still passes, because I remember that there was an issue there previously. Gosh, setting up these downstream tests has really been well, it's an extra form of testing that's really helped to prevent some bad issues. So huge thanks to everyone here who's helped to set it up. Like in the end, it's not that big of a deal here in CI. It really helps. The one that I'm currently a bit unsure about is Vega Fusion, because we only test that one before releases, but they don't actually do much with Narwhals in the first place. So it's like a really slow, like it takes like 25 minutes. So kind of considering, should we remove Vega Fusion from CI? It's just a bit, it's really long at this point, and we've got lots of other libraries that we're testing against. So, I mean, if we make a change and it satisfies all of these, then it's a pretty good, chances are pretty good that it's working. And given that their CI is so slow, I'm really not sure if it's worth it. Hey, got a heart already from Edo. Are you in the stream, by the way? If so, let us know. Cool, let's ship it. Remove these extra notes from the commit message that aren't so important. Cool, wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. This was a lot of fun. So, yeah, have a good one. Lots of exciting things coming up in Narwhals land. And see you next time.